To hear yourself think, it helps to have somebody listen. Really listen.
Ordinary conversations are usually not focused on listening. Often what we call a conversation is actually an argument. We're not trying to make each other feel heard and understood. Instead, we're trying to convince each other of something. We're listening mostly to find a way to make our point.
A mindful listening partnership is not an ordinary conversation. It's a special process. We set the stage for a special kind of listening.
There are two roles. There's the person who speaks, the explorer, and there's the listener.
Over time, you will switch roles and listen to each other. But at any one time, one person is either the explorer or the listener.
When you're the explorer, it's very different from a regular conversation. Having a listener helps you slow things down.
The listener is patiently listening to what you say, as opposed to just waiting to make a point. The listener does not complete your sentence for you, doesn't urge you to go faster or to be more precise.
The listener does sometimes say back to you what you said, so you can hear it too. Having a listener helps you listen more intently to your own thoughts.
The listener is comfortable with the process of your meandering, not knowing what you want to say. Creative thinking emerges by making space, allowing fresh ideas to arise, not by putting pressure on yourself.
As the explorer patiently waits for words to come, there are moments of silence. In everyday life, that would be very uncomfortable. Here, instead of rushing to find something to say, you actually see the silence as a sign that something new wants your attention.
So you welcome those moments when words seem to fail you. Of course it feels weird or troubling. It's like you're in the twilight zone instead of the bright sunlight, where everything is sharply defined.
But the listener is there with you, accompanying you in exploring unclear territory. So at a gut level, you know it's okay to have lost contact with the firm ground of clear meanings.
You notice a fuzzy, felt sense of what is not yet in words. You become curious about the more that is there, not yet clear, waiting to be sensed and expressed.
As the explorer, you pay attention in a very special way, like the way people pay attention to wine when they're at a wine tasting, holding a sip in their mouth for a while, curious about all the nuances of the experience, as opposed to just saying, "It's good," or "It's bad."
Like wine tasters who try to put words to their experience, you might struggle to put words to your experience. Don't try to squeeze your brain to find the right words. Allow words to come out from the taste of the situation.
You're checking inside. Each time a word or phrase comes, you stay with it, gently comparing that word or phrase to the experience. Does it feel right? Does it describe how you feel about the situation?
Do the words resonate with the situation? This is not about being logical. This is about sensing whether it feels right or not. If it doesn't feel totally right, then keep exploring.
Aha! At some point, you find a word or phrase that fits your feeling more precisely. The listener is there with you, so you can give yourself the time and space to make sure that what you say resonates with what you feel.
As you are able to pay attention, to see things as they are, to hear yourself think, you get this wow. It's like it had been hiding in plain sight.
So just do it. Explore your thoughts or your feelings in a mindful listening partnership. Don't worry about doing it right. Play with it.
Take turns being the listener and the explorer so that each of you can have the space to hear yourself think or feel. At the beginning, just take 15 minutes each.
And remember, you'll get better at it with practice.